Okay, welcome to another edition of Aggressive Health Weekly. We're going to talk about juicing today, okay? But rather than go through and use the expensive Hippocrates juicer, which I'm pointing at there, we're going to use the centrifugal juicer. So we're going to put through some greens, we're going to put through some cucumber. This is what I do on a daily basis. Okay, we're going to put through some celery. Okay, we're also going to put through the powerful
little bit of ginger.
And we've got some asparagus there that I use from time to time. It just so happens it was in my fridge, so I'm going to show you what I do with that. We're also going to use some red cabbage. Red cabbage is brilliant, really phytonutrient rich. Probably the only food you can get that really deep red colour from. And it's in the phytonutrients, by the way, which is where you get the real power. I think we saw some broccoli there. We saw an apple for flavour. Just one piece of fruit is good enough. I showed you a little avocado as well just there. I'm going to show you that in a second, a little variation. Some Vitalzyme, some aggressive greens and some E3 Light, but we'll go through that in a second. Okay, so there's a Hippocrates, the expensive Hippocrates twin gear juicer. It's a beautiful juice. We're going to push that to the back though, just because it does take a little bit longer. It's really for the hardened juicer. But initially, I don't care what you use, what machine you've got, just get busy juicing. Okay, so first and foremost, you can see I'm putting through the greens, long leafy greens. Love chlorophyll rich foods. Should be an essential part of everyone's daily routine. If it isn't part of yours, make sure it is from today or tomorrow onwards. Okay, you'll see there, doesn't give a great deal of juice at the bottom, but that juice is potent. Oh, beautiful. So here we go now. I'm chopping up some, I think it's the dregs of the red cabbage. The thing is, if you've got bits, like if you've got small leaves or if you've got bits there, like small bits, you don't want to put them in first, you want to put them in second. You just probably noticed there, if you was watching closely, that I put the apple in first to act as a stopper, like a plug, and then I'm going to put the bits on top, the red cabbage. And that way, when I apply the pressure with the plunger, those bits won't go firing out the back. They'll get juiced up adequately. What I'm doing now is I'm taking off the florets of the broccoli because I don't really like putting them through the juicer. They don't juice that great, but the stalk does juice quite well. I keep the florets for for a stir fry or steaming or something like that. So here I go, pushing it down. You can see not a great deal of juice is coming out, but the more variety of vegetables you have, the more phytonutrient density you have. You know, they've found 50,000 nutrients in an apple and they're still finding them. So do you think they can put all that in a pill and a potion? I think not. That's why we always concentrate on whole food formulas if you want to boost the nutritional content of your routine. What was that? I think I just put through the celery. Look how much volume's in that cup now. Here goes the cucumber. Even more. Look at that. Celery and cucumber. Basically, that's what gives you your volume. We're pushing 3/4 of a litre there. It just so happens I know how much is in that mug. I've had that cup for many a year. Some interesting information for you. Now with the asparagus, what I did, I chopped the tips off. Okay, keep the tips for your food later in the day, but I juiced the tough woody bit at the end of the juice, and voila, there it is. So if I wanted to, I could knock that out now. I could drink that back. That could be my juice. Very cleansing, very good to have first thing in the morning. A lot of greens, a lot of magnesium, gets the system going. Beautiful. But I'm going to show you a little variation. If you wake up and you think to yourself, I want something more than just a juice, I want something filling. Fill me up, damn it, fill me up. Then what you can do, you grab hold of the avocado, get your blender out. And then that's right, and then move your camera so that everyone can see what you're doing. That's it. Good lad, good lad. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put a small amount of juice into the blender. I'm going to put the avocado in there as well. The reason I'm not putting all the juice in is because you don't really want to be oxidizing that juice too much. One of the reasons why twin gear juicer is better is because there's less oxidation. It's just crushing the juice out. With the centrifugal juicer that I've just used, there is going to be a degree of oxidation, but do you know what? As long as you're getting your juice every day, so what? That's what I say. So you've got your avocado. I've put in some aggressive greens. I put in a little bit of juice just to kind of blend that up, just to get that nice, thick, creamy, beautiful texture that you love with your smoothies. I'm just kind of like fiddling around with it there. I think I put a little bit more juice in a minute just to kind of help it mix up a little bit more, and then finally we put the whole lot in just to allow it to mix, and put it on a very low setting. So this is a brilliant variation. I don't suggest you do it every single day. You don't want to do anything every single day. If you're going to juice, maybe have celery one day, cucumber the next for volume, maybe fennel. Sometimes I have fennel. That's really good. But you'll begin to realise what gives you a lot of juice and what doesn't. The mistakes people make in the early days is they chuck in like half a cabbage and it tastes disgusting, or they chuck in a whole bulb of garlic and they wonder why no one wants to speak to them for a week, that sort of thing. But here, you know, it's a pretty good formula with the avocado and the greens for life. Oh, it tastes delicious. Look at it, it's lovely. So you must be doing your juicing every single day. Whether it's a juice or a smoothie, you get tons of nutrients. And if you want to power things up, this is what I do. I'm putting in 2 cubes of E3 Live here. I love E3 Live. One of the only foods on the planet to stimulate stem cell mobilisation from bone marrow. What does that mean to you? It means it's very regenerative, and we could all be doing with more of that. A little bit of, I think 5 capsules of Vitalzyme I took there. Enzyme support is critical in today's fast action-packed society. And there we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for viewing. And, well, look at that. He's loving it. He's loving it, isn't he? Look at that. Beautiful. See you next week.